Okay, so it's been a while since I've stored any photo cards. I think last time I said I was gonna do a Subin video because I had a bunch of Subin cards that needed to be put away and I still haven't done that. But I accumulated a bunch more Ampers&One cards and I really want to put them away. So I've got this whole stack here. And let's just get started. So I switched to these colorful sleeves. I just switched them out last night. So I got these pink sleeves. I just need to make sure this is, see right there. Okay. So starting with On and On. See, I gotta make sure I have them. I think I have them all in order. First we have this Camden. So he's gonna go right here. So this is gonna look kind of silly. Oh, actually the other way. So I got these pink sleeves, but they're a little bit too thin for the pages, so they slide around. So then I also put them in these clear sleeves so that they fit and don't slide around. Okay. I'm gonna try not to talk too much because I don't have much to talk about. Other than the one thing I can talk about is I did see Ampers when they went on tour back in March. So it's already kind of been a while. But I had the everything ticket for the Minneapolis show. Did anybody else get to go to their concert? Did anybody else go to Minneapolis? Yes, no, maybe so. This one goes right here. So I gotta double side these. I do that to save sleeves because why would I just use another pink sleeve when I can put them in the same sleeve? Sleeves are too expensive to be doing all that. Okay. Some of this might look kind of counterproductive, but okay. I'm gonna have to recenter Brian. I'm sorry if you hear my cat in the background. Okay. Gonna Chiral. This is this one, right? Yeah. Oh, hang on, I've been doing this wrong. I'll fix the other ones later. I'm not gonna go back and do that right now. Oh my gosh, okay. Brian. I think. No, it is this one. Because I have the other Brian. I'm sorry, you definitely hear my cat playing now. Never mind, she stopped. there, Kyrell. You might hear some noises going on outdoors. I have my window open. Sorry for any background noise. So I'm making a lot of progress. I can probably get rid of my silly little name tags there. I am gonna do different filler sleeves for these. I bought like a bunch of sleeves to try out. I just haven't done it yet because they literally just came like today and yesterday. But for this set, we've got Brian, June, Kyrell, and Sumo. Okay. So Brian goes, oh, Brian's not in the right spot. Here. I don't know why I took that out. Just do that. Okay. Then this is gonna look a little silly. Okay. So that's where that one goes. Then Shion goes right in the middle. Again, I look really silly putting a sleeve in a sleeve like this. But I don't have the card that actually goes in the pink sleeve. There. Look, it's almost done. I'm just missing Camden and Jiho. Nice. Okay. So next, okay. I have this version. So we've got Jiho, June, Kyrell, and Sumo. So this one shouldn't look so silly. And I know you'll probably hear my upstairs neighbor walking around. She got heavy feet. Oh my gosh. Okay, there we go. The glare is kind of rough. There's that one. So next we have the ones with the band-aids on their face. So we've got Camden, Shiyun, and Micaiah. Maybe I could have tried to plan this to where these cards I put away at the same time, but that's just too complicated to think through beforehand. Okay. There's that one. Some of these I'm really only missing a couple members. Okay. For this next version, we've got Jiho, Shiyun, Kyrell, and Sungmo. Maybe I should talk about my concert experience a little bit. We've got time sitting here. I mean, I could talk about the whole day. I can talk about the actual concert, before, after. Let's just do it all. Let's see. So, I woke up around the time I normally wake up, around like 7:30ish. There's that. I sat in bed for a little bit, started getting ready, left. I got to the venue about 9ish. Here's the next cards. By the way, hang on. It's just this one. This one. Sorry, I'm not good at multitasking. Got to the venue. There wasn't too many people in line. By the time they did like the VIP check-in and everything, I was like number 42. Which wasn't bad. I think that's probably about halfway through the amount of people. And then, let's see, we went inside. And what did we do? I think it was the high, yeah, it was the high touch. We did the high touch, right? No, so we did our check-in. They let us get merch and stuff, and then we had to be back by 3:30. And then we lined up by our number order, and we went in and did the high touch, and then they bring you back out and line you up again. And then we went in, and it was, no, high touch was after? I can't remember. No, I think high touch was after the show. Guys, I can't remember. Okay, let's not talk about that. Let's not talk about day minute by minute. Say, concert was really fun. Our venue was seated. I chose a seat that was like on the side and was in the aisle because I thought it was a better view. Oh, hang on. I think I forgot to show Sumo. I forgot to grab him. Yeah, so I chose a seat that was on the side and in the aisle because it was a better view. Like, there wasn't so many like people's heads in the way. There was only one other person in front of me, but it wasn't, there was like a row missing. So technically I was in the third row and not the second row, which whatever. And then, so like I said, concert was really fun. I didn't feel very good because I didn't drink any water. Because I was scared to have to go to the bathroom because the only bathroom was at a coffee shop you'd have to walk to a little bit ways away, and I was there alone. But I mean, I could have gone with somebody around me. Everyone around me was super nice. But like, yeah, I didn't want to have to go to the bathroom. Especially since, like, getting in the venue, I didn't know if, like, I knew it was seated, but like, since I wasn't with somebody, like, what if they wouldn't hold my seat for me? But I did go to the bathroom while, what am I doing? While I was in there. I was next to this guy and he held my seat for me, which even if he didn't, I don't think anybody would have taken it, if I'm being honest, because people weren't really stealing spots, at least from what I saw. But, oh yeah, before the concert was fan signed, that I know for sure. So I had a set of Photocards signed, which I will show. I am going to block out the signatures though, just in case. And I'll store them on my own time, but I am going to show you guys. I chose the set that came with their photo book that they released. And they were all super nice, obviously. They're not going to be mean. That one's almost done too. And I've got a few units here as well. But as we were kind of like going down the line with like our things to be signed, you really only got like a couple seconds per member. And they were all like, oh, how are you doing today? I'm like, oh, I'm good. How are you doing today? That was really about it until I got to Brian. I guess I was already past Brian. But while I think Jiho was Jiho next to Brian? I can't remember. I think so. Oh my goodness. Sorry, I'm trying to decide where to put these. I think I'm gonna put that one there. Like 3 in the corner. Let's just do it this way. Yeah, until I got past Brian, as I was kind of like moving on to the next member, that's when Brian was like, you look like Melody. I was like, huh? Because I did not hear him right at first. I thought he said Melanie, like the name Melanie. I was like, who's Melanie? And why do I look like her? And I'm like trying to like picture all the Melanies I know in my head. I was like, I look like none of these. So finally I was like, huh? He's like, Melody, like my melody. I was like, oh. And I had no idea what to say. I was like, oh, thank you. I was like, is that a compliment? I assume so. My melody's cute. I assume it's a compliment. Anyways, that was like my main interaction from the fan sign. And then for the selfies, yeah, let me get my cards here. So for the selfies, I had no idea what to like say when I was talking to them. Like I would tell them like the pose I wanted to do. And really that's about it. For a couple of them I was like, oh, the show was so good. Actually, High Touch. High Touch was after the show, because I remember as I was kind of going down the line, I was like, oh, you guys did so good. It was so much fun. I think that was when I was doing that. Or maybe it was before the show. I was like, oh, hope you guys have a good show. Oh, no, I think that was the fan side. Okay. High Touch was after the show. Okay, confirmed. High Touch was after the show. Because I was like, oh, you guys did so good tonight. As I was going down the line. Okay, that was that. But so for like selfies, like, what is on me? Okay, let me show these next ones real quick. So for like the selfies is like you go up to the member, you say what pose you want to do, you take the picture, and then if the next member is still with the previous person, then there's like a spot you're supposed to stand in between. There's like these ring lights for each member. You're supposed to stand like between the ring lights. They have like the spot marked on the floor. So after I was done with Kyrell and I was waiting for Jiho, I was kind of just like standing there. Like da 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 da. And like out of nowhere, so Kyrell is still waiting on like the next person. The next person, like the person behind me, hadn't gotten to him yet. Oh, here it is. And then like out of nowhere, he's like, you have a beautiful smile. I was like, huh? It's like, oh, thank you. Your smile is also very beautiful. And, you know, I like gestured to him. I was like being all friendly. I was like, oh, that made my night, honestly. And then I will say I got sunburnt while I was standing or sitting in line during the day. The sun came out from behind the buildings and I got sunburnt. It wasn't even, I guess, just high UV, because it definitely wasn't like hot. Like it was beginning of March in the state of Minnesota. Like it was hardly even warm. It was actually pretty chilly up until sun came out from behind the buildings. Like, in the direct sun, it was pretty nice, actually. But the shade was kind of chilly. But I got sunburnt, realized too late. I was like, dang it. All my selfies are going to be botched because I'm going to be bright red. Oh well. Some of them you can really tell I'm sunburnt. And then there's a couple where you like it looks fine. But it's okay. It's fine. Whatever. The selfies have grown on me. The ones where I'm like, oh, I don't look so hot. But yeah. And as I was kind of like walking away after the selfies, because that was like the last thing of the night for like the benefits and interactions and stuff. Kyrell was like still waiting on the next person, and obviously Jiho was, because the person behind me hadn't even gotten to Kyrell yet. And I have a lot for this one. Oh. But like they were both like, so as I was like walking away, I turned around and I was like, oh, have a good rest of the tour, and you know, stuff like that. And they were both staring at me walking away. I don't like being perceived. I feel really awkward. But yeah, they were both staring me down as I left and was like, you know, trying to get my last words in. Did I put that in wrong? Whatever. I don't really care. But if you didn't get the chance to see the boys when they went on tour this year, I hope you get the chance to see them next time they come back, because they were a lot of fun. They were a lot of fun. The guy next to me was like, it's called like interaction farming, kind of. Like, he was just trying to get hearts with everybody and stuff, and he did, except for Camden. Because I asked him at the end of the show. Bro, Camden did not interact with anybody. At least, like, on the side here. Camden was kind of... He was really clumsy, actually. During sound check, he knocked over a couple things. He knocked over... First, he knocked over, like, this fan. They had fans on stage. Like, fans that blow air, not, like, and ear. I think... Where do I want this one? I think I want it in the middle, like this. But they had like these little fans on the stage pointing towards them, you know, to kind of like help them cool off. And Camden fully like kicked it over. And then he also, you know, they have those baskets of water bottles. He also knocked that over and like spilled water. I have these photo cards from FNC Kingdom that I bought on a whim. This is what the back looks like. They all look like that. I'm just gonna throw them in here. They're just gonna hang out in the back here. Oh, I forgot I dropped them, so they're not in order. Oh wait, you know why they're not in order? Because I have them mixed with the tour cards. Oh my god. I'm sorry, y'all. These are the tour cards. The photo card set that they sold at the concert. And then that's the back. All the backs look the same. Let's put these FNC Kingdom cards first. Where was I? I don't remember what I was talking about. Oh, Camden being clumsy. Yeah, he knocked those over. And then during the encore, I think it was like towards like the very end of the encore, he like ran into one of the members. He was like going crazy. And I don't remember which member he ran into, but he was, I feel like it was Gio. I could be wrong. But Camden was kind of like going wild, partying, and the rest of the members were like kind of chill, like right behind him, and then he didn't see them and like jumped back into them. And then, not Camden this time, but Gio, I don't remember what song it was, but it was the last encore song. There was like this part in the dance where they kicked their legs, and he fully kicked it. It was like in a theater. He like kicked the curtain and got like tangled in the curtain. He looked like he was embarrassed. He probably was. I'd be embarrassed too. But it's okay. He didn't like fall or hurt himself, which is good. But I have it on video because he was right in front of my face. But anyways, yeah, I got a bunch of selfies with them. I'll say the only one where I'm like, oh my god, why? Gio, I did cat ears with Gio, and you can't even see his hand. Like, bro, why would you do that? Anyways, I'm going to show the signed photo cards now. So, this is the back, so the Boy Mansion. They're all, because I wanted like a set. So, first we have Camden. And then Brian, Gio. Yeah, they were kind of clumsy. Shun. They were really good though. Kyrell. Micaiah. And Sungmo. So I'll put those away on my own time. But yeah, again, if you ever get the chance to see them, highly recommend it. They're great performers. They eat CDs for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But otherwise, I'll see you for another Ampers storing video. Probably not soon. Actually, that's a lie because they just had their comeback and I have albums coming. So maybe it will be soon. And I'm moving this summer, so I have to get all my photo cards put away before I move. I'm not gonna let them sit in little boxes just to store them in other boxes when I can just put them away. But otherwise, I'm gonna try and film my Subin photo cards. I don't know if it's gonna be this week. I'm really busy this weekend. I have a concert both Friday and Saturday, so I'm seeing 8turn on Saturday. And I'm seeing just a small artist on Friday. And then Sunday is Easter and my mom's birthday. So I don't think I have time to film photo cards. So maybe next weekend. But otherwise, what page? Actually, we should do a flip through. Let's do a flip through. Pickler's not too bad, is it? I can't really see from this angle. Okay, let's do a quick flip through, see where we're at. So I'm making a lot of progress. Before, all my progress was with On and On, and then somebody was selling a bunch of their cards, and they were all one-hearted and one question. That's what the albums are called, right? So I got a bunch of those cards. I was really slacking on those. And they actually gave me like all the units that I stored today, except for this one. I brought this to the concert. I can't remember if I had it before or not. I think I did. So yeah, I think I took it out of here to bring it to the concert. But otherwise, all the other units that I stored today, I was gifted by surprise by the person who I like bought all these cards from, which was really nice of them. I have to figure out what fillers I want to use. But that is everything for today. I have like their other like our large inclusion stuff from the photo book. I don't think they're gonna go in here though. I think I'm just gonna put them elsewhere. If I even like put them in a binder. I don't know. I said I wasn't gonna talk a lot and then I started talking about the concert and now I'm rambling. But we should end on a page. What page should we end on? Maybe this one? Yeah, let's end on this page. Okay, bye.